Editas Medicine is a genome editing company which owns the main
CRISPR Cas9 patents.
Right, so you're going to unpack this for us. But I will give you the market cap, $692.7 million. It pays no profits and pays no dividends. This could be the moonshot of all moonshots.
Yeah, so look, we needed one more stock to add to the list. So I added one that I've been doing quite a lot of work on recently. Remember, genome companies are those that offer this prospect of being able to clip genes out of your body which are responsible for cancer or for all sorts of other problems. It's also the company that has the technology that could make you the designer baby. So this is where parents can take the embryo and they can amend the eye color. They can add the one that gives you good muscles, so you'd be good at rugby.
This sounds very scary.
You could change the one that deals with or gives you the problem of attention deficit, etc., because the technology gives you the ability to clip and mess with the
So we're now in the sci-fi movie space, effectively.
Certainly.
Creating perfect human beings.
Well, and in particular, if you listen to him, he just describes it so nicely, as if like everything is just so perfect. But you know, when you start testing or playing with human beings, and I know science has developed massively, in terms of testing. Now, whether obviously that is successful or not, okay, will basically give direction. But it hasn't done well from a performance perspective as a share.
Let's put the listing price up there.
Battled, yeah.
It did its IPO in February of 2016, and you can see it's gone a little nowhere, up to 40 and down.
Oh, there was a lot of excitement when it listed. Post-listing?
Sorry, I interrupted you there, Joseph.
No, certainly. I was saying the share price hasn't done very well. Obviously, battling. You can also see in terms of the earnings also negative. So it's one of those shares. I think you have to dig deeper into it to.
But you've been doing the digging.
Yes. Look, about 7 or 8 years ago, when this technology was discovered, almost by accident, when they were doing some work on the genetic code of certain bacteria. There were 3 labs working on the technology around the world. One in Switzerland, one in Boston at the Broad Institute, a guy called Feng Zhang, who's the one associated with this company, and then there was another one in the west coast of the US, Berkeley, and a woman called Jennifer Doudna. These guys, Zhang and his colleagues, successfully obtained the patent. But the other labs are suing them because they said, well, we were sort of working on it together. But it's kind of like possession is 9/10 of the law. All 3 of those labs have established private companies, and they are working respectively on various cancer and other commercial applications. But the Editas is the one that has the partner that owns the patent, which potentially gives them a little bit more security to be active in this space.
So if you were to look at a graph and map out the risk profile of this one.
This is obviously high risk because the patent fight could continue forever. Plus they could take 15 to 20 or 30 years, if ever, to develop successful commercial applications. What I will tell you though is that the CRISPR technology that they're using has been a massive eye-opener. It's introduced a whole new possibility in humans being able to basically accelerate and make non-random the mutations that naturally occur. So you can think about the applications not only for designer babies but also for cancer, because getting the cancer out is
so when it comes to the health element, then we are talking.
Yep. But do you think the other partners could bring in a little bit of competition, or if they were somehow to modify a few things and get their own patents?
There's talk that what they're going to do in order to avoid the patent fight being too long and drawn out is make what's called a patent pool, which means that everybody would have free access to the patents. Anyway, we've gone too long.
Yes,
we've got 2 more stocks to talk about.
Are you hot or not? No.
I think it's a great opportunity, but clearly this is the sort of stake that you wouldn't put in except
this
at a
is
very
the 1% of a bigger portfolio.
Exactly. This could be the future of the entire pharmaceutical industry, and you've got the opportunity to buy it in when it's a loss-making $600 million company.